Debbie rocking her style. She knows all the great fashion trending in town. When it comes to talent, that's not all. She's very wise and intelligent, knows what she wants, so subscribe.
Hello lovelies, welcome back again to my channel. If this is your first time or you're just coming across me for the first time, my name is Debbie. I've been on this YouTube street for a while, but I took a hiatus break, sabbatical, if I want to call it that. I've been away for a while, so if you're coming across me for the first time, you're welcome. And to all my old time subscribers, you guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much. Before I continue on my channel, I just want to seize this opportunity to kind of, let you guys know few of the topics that has been going on for a while that I follow. One of it is the Mohbad situation and the guy called Very Dark Man. Some people call him Very Dark Mumu. Even me, at some point, I started calling him Very Dark Mumu because the guy is, I don't know how to put it. It makes sense at some point, and so many of the times it doesn't, but he is very arrogant in his ignorance. Maybe I should put it that way, but at the same time, I've been following his story for a while. I don't think it's good what they are doing to him. Irrespective of whatever it is, we call Nigeria a democracy for a reason. Even though I don't see it as a democracy, I actually see it more as not communist, but more like not even socialist, but the tyrannical rule there is just uncanny. I can't actually compare it to anything, because this guy, I don't know who he offended, but Nigeria is the kind of country that, oh, who is who? Do you know who I am? Do you know who my daddy is? Do you know who my father is? And this situation of this guy, to me, I see it as an injustice, and an injustice to one is an injustice to all, until Nigerians get that into their head and really understand it. Because what this world has turned to, especially in Nigeria and even all over the world, I don't know whether it's social media that actually contributed to that and actually start letting people come out in full force of their true colors and true intention. Because what I notice is that a lot of times people don't like to speak about anything that does not concern them, as far as the shoe is not on their feet at that moment. They don't care. Yoruba will say Amori Obaku, like that's the way I see it, because a lot of people were even happy simply because this guy is going through this situation of an injustice, because I see it as an injustice. Till today, I can't really pinpoint that this is what this Very Dark Mumu guy has done, that they've been taking him to court every now and then. But whatever he has done, I don't think they're supposed to keep him in custody without any, maybe they've decided to sue him, but everything they keep doing is a bail hearing all the time. And this guy spent 8 days, 5 days, even at some point he spent almost a month in a cell. Is an injustice, and I'm not in support of that. And another story that I really quickly want to hint on is Mohbad situation. It's very sad that this guy actually, paying, and he went through a lot before all of this happened, with the way he was bullied, the way Naira Marley and his cohorts, Amilari and all of them, the way they bullied him. And this case actually showed me, like, it made me realize that a lot of educated people, Nigerians all over the world, like most of them are actually educated, illiterate. A lot of things you see on social media, you click on that profile to actually get the feel of who is, spitting out this stupidity, and you will realize that, oh, you go on their page and see MSc, MB, and I'm like, who is giving this certificate to these people? But I realized that it doesn't mean, because you go to school doesn't mean that you are actually very intelligent. Is is really different. It's just like the way they say some people are street smart and some people are book smart. So they might be book smart but not very intelligent to comprehend a social issue. With this case of Mohbad, I see a lot of people saying, oh, it's DNA. Like, if they do the DNA and it came out that this guy owns the child, I know the lady called Buki just said Baba Mohbad will still come out and say that the DNA wasn't right. Even at some point, it got so much for me that I did not comment on it. I've been going through my own thing by myself. So I'm not interested until that time I see them dragging this with me. Why don't you want to do DNA? Like, I'm like, who give you the moral authority, the right to demand a DNA for someone that is not your family, is not your sister, your brother, or like, that's not their wife. Why are you demanding a DNA from them? And I'm like, these people said they are educated. How come you did not know that it has to go through court? A court needs to demand it. And even if the Baba is going to petition the court, they will still ask him, why are you petitioning the court for the DNA? Did your son tell you that I doubt the DNA? Which the Baba has came out to say that, oh, my son told me. Baba has said a lot of things that I can tell you they are lies, like fact lies. They are real lies. Because I'm not saying that, oh, I am just suggesting Baba. No, I can tell you true that Baba is lying, because this Baba, the day Mohbad died, this Baba, they interviewed him. I don't know why he allowed the interview. I expect him to be mourning. The Baba said, oh, it's not Sam Larry or Naira Marley that did anything to my son. They were just showing Ajulo to him. What can Fajulo, honey? Like, they're just showing how powerful they are over him. Like, he doesn't see it as anything. Then he came out later and he said, oh, Mohbad never buy me, never build me a house. He only bought me one car. He only gave me 500,000 ever in his life. You know, and I'm like, are you actually mourning that your son died? The very dark man actually was the one that first came out and said that, oh, he suspected the wife, you know. The Baba just, you know, divert all these things. Before that happened, I think they were contributing money. There was this guy, Obaskolo, Gistova, and Yabo Joton Todike. You know, a lot of people were coming together for this young widow to actually collect money on the son's behalf, because Mohbad has a son, Liam. And because Baba realized that a lot of this property were bought, that Baba has said a lot. That is why I always tell people, it is better to be silent than be thought a fool, than to open your mouth and remove all the doubts. That is what Baba did. That Wunmi, the widow, she is such a young lady, but she's more intelligent or taking advice of people, maybe advice of the lawyer, obviously, because I don't know how she was able to keep her cool and calm. The lady has lost a lot of weight, and it's so disheartening what all these norms call educated illiterate were doing to this guy. It was so frustrating at some point. I'll type the comment, I'll just delete it. I'll see people saying that, oh, the woman needs to do a DNA. Is the DNA that we show is so person that owns the child. Like, did you sit down with this guy before he find that he's not the owner of the child? You know, when people started saying that you can't petition a court without the doubts of the deceased, and this Baba literally came out again and said that, oh, my son actually expressed it to me that I'm not the father, but he keep carrying the child around. Like, it's really crazy. And the mom, the Mohbad's mom, was literally staying with the lady and the child in the rented apartment as at then. I don't know whether they have moved out of that apartment. The motives behind the push of this man for DNA is nothing but property. Is showing me that this man just want that Liam out of the way, and if this woman lady know what is good for her, she needs to keep that child away from that man. As far as the royalty is concerned, if this Liam is like a blocking storm for this Baba to get to his destination, because he already said it that, oh, he first said it that Mohbad was using a star. Later, when people, maybe when they told him, oh, you shouldn't have said it that way, he said, oh, it's Wunmi that told me that some people see a vision that Mohbad is using my star. If it makes any sense to you, how will I go to my father-in-law and tell him that, oh, my husband, they see a vision that my husband is using your star? Does it make any sense? So it's only a senseless people that would think that this man is mourning. And I've seen people that lost child. I've seen my dad lost a daughter, my half sister. Then it feels like crumbly, like he doesn't even want to come out and talk to anybody. But this man is doing interview right, left and center. I don't think he cares that much that this guy is no more. All he cares about is to gather as much money as he could get, because he believes that Mohbad, that is financing his lifestyle, will not be able to do that anymore. It's really sad that this guy lost his life at that very young and tender age, and when his career is about to pick up. It's really, really sad, and I felt so bad for his mom. We all know in African homes, this happened to me personally, and I know it happened to a lot of people. The dad owns the home, the dad owns the family, and if the dad said, tell the wife, you need to move out of my house. Even I don't need to even go far to my own situation. Everybody know Fani Kayode now. Fani Kayode literally take all this lady's son, four kids. He literally took them away from her, and she doesn't have access to them. So that is what happened. And this man is powerful. Even the ones that are not powerful, it's just recently that a lot of things were changing. So I just want you guys to know that I follow that story. It's so disheartening. It's really sad that this young widow is going through whatever she's going through, because to this Baba, the way I'm saying is a do or die. And to everyone saying that everyone mourns differently, if you lose your own child, start doing interview all around and see how people will accept it, because I've never seen anyone mourning a child by raising money, doing TikTok, tap, send, share. All he does is make money and thinking that his star is going to That's the way I will say it. Anyway, you guys, if you have a story that you want me to speak about, I'm just coming back. I don't know much now, because most of my time I use it to do a lot of research on YouTube about thyroid and thyroid issue. So if you have any story you want me to speak about, please don't hesitate to send it to me in my DM on Instagram. I'm still there, Debbie Fashtal, and I really appreciate that. The channel is for you, for me, and we all own the channel, and I will announce whenever I want to start the live video back. Thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate it, and thanks for listening. If you haven't subscribed on your way out, if you like what you hear, please hit that subscribe button. And if you like what you hear, like the video and also share with your loved ones. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.
So subscribe and get that gist with the one and only Debbie Fashta.